Morning, Dave Weiss with the Amok Arts video blog of the day. I wanted to share with you guys a little bit more about this community theater production that I've been enjoying and helping out a little bit with, and that's The Wiz over at Alpha Omega Players. And this was our first weekend of shows this week, and I just have to tell you how enjoyable it was, how great it was. I just want to send kudos to Morgan and Chris and Jake and Jeremy and Ashlyn and Amy and Mandy and Spencer and the rest of the cast, and just tell you guys once again how much of a phenomenal job I thought you did this week. It was just great fun to watch, and I really enjoyed it a lot. But today I wanted to talk to the Amok viewers especially about my friend Mark. Mark is the director over at Alpha Omega, and I have to tell you, every time I watch Mark work, I think I break the 10th commandment, you know, the one, thou shalt not covet. And honestly, the reason I say that is because Mark's one of those guys who can do everything. I mean, he directs, he sings, he dances, he acts, he builds the sets. He's just a phenomenally talented guy, and every time I watch him I think, man, I wish I could do what he could do, especially when we're working on a kids program, because kids are kind of a blessing to me, you know. And I see him just invested in all these kids' lives over the years. I mean, if you walk in the theater, you see these photographs all over the walls of just all these people who've worked with him over the years. And some of them have gone on to Broadway, and some of them are just, you know, living out great lives and sharing what they can do in community theater and things like that. And it's great to see. And it's also great to see that there's kind of a second generation thing happening now, where some of the folks that were some of his earlier folks now have kids in their in the shows, and they're coming back to help out, and it's just a great thing. But every time I see it, I kind of think, man, I wish I could do all that stuff, because I'd probably do something like what Mark does, and that's when it hit me, you know. I don't have to do what Mark does. Mark's already doing it. And guys, I think this is a lesson for the Amok folks today, and this is one of the things that I really want to share, is if you look at it, you know, he's got all these kids coming in, and they come in kind of raw, and they end up doing these great, amazing things. And I sit there and I think, you know what? Mark did not give those kids their talent. They already had their talent. God gave that to them. But what Mark does is he gives them his talent. He gives them his abilities, and he uses his abilities to draw out of them things that are already in there. And guys, I think that's the lesson for us all. We need to take what we've been given, and we need to use it to help and inspire other people to be able to be what they can be and do what they can do. It's a great thing to watch. It's a great thing to see. And guys, so that's, I think, the thing that I want to impress upon all my Amok viewers is, you know what? It's pointless for me to sit there and covet Mark's talent. I mean, maybe if I worked really hard, I could develop some of this stuff over the next 20 years or so, but why waste all that time? I can just come and give the little bit that I have to him now and help him to do just a little bit more. And it's the same way with you. Why not take what you've been given, and instead of thinking, wow, I wish I had his talent or her talent or whatever, why not just take your talent and invest it in someone else? Why not just take your talent and give it away? Give it to someone else. Help them to do a little bit more of what they can do. You know, I mean, my contribution to this show was tiny. But I was able to do a little something, take a little something off his plate, and do a little something that added a little something to the show. Just take what you've been given and help somebody else with it. So there's somebody out there who can use your help. Don't sit around complaining that you can't find use for your talent. Go out there and find somebody who's already doing something and come alongside and help them do a little more. Use what you've been given. That's what you have it for. And may God bless you as you figure it out, find it out, and go do it.